So it's almost 4th of July and I wanted to do something to celebrate the independence of the United States, of this great country.
Uri Designs, unique expressions.
And hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Uri, so let's get going. Let me show you what I did with this fabric that I found in my local craft store. First thing to do is to cut the materials. You will need 2 pieces of fabric and 1 piece of fusible interfacing. I'm using the stripe for the front and the square for the back. If you want, you can use a template as I'm using here, or you just measure the size that you want your placement to be and just cut it. As you can see, you can pin it or you can just lay it on top of the fabric, and with a rotary cutter you can cut it using these acrylic clear plastic rulers that are great for this. Now you can use scissors as well. It's up to you, whatever you prefer. What I'm trying to do is to stay straight to the lines. So if you are cutting on a different pattern, different type of fabric, just make sure that the template is to the direction of the fabric that you would like to keep. So kind of like pay attention to the pattern of the fabric. And something I forgot to tell you is that I pre-washed the fabric. So when you do that, it might fray a little bit. So if you want to avoid from fraying more, you can go along the side here and make a zigzag stitch to prevent from fraying anymore. For the blue fabric, for my design, I'm going to cut it the same way. You can use a rotary cutter or you can use scissors. For the interfacing, I'm just making sure that I'm applying it correctly, following the instructions, and I am applying it to the fabric I'm using for the back of my placemats. The way to set everything up is by putting both fabrics facing right side to each other like this. And the interfacing is going to be at the bottom, right here. And the blue part is going to go in between the two fabrics like this. But first, let me show you something important to do. I'm going to fold these edges like a 1/4 inch and here. And to make it easier, I'm going to just fold them and iron it. So be better for me to then sew it all together. Now they are all assembled together. I'm going to pin them together all around. And I'm just going to make sure that I leave an opening to then be able to put everything inside out. Making sure that it's flat as possible. So when you pin it all together, they are all even and nicely flat. Now it's time to sew it all together, trying to stay as steady as possible so I go all around in a straight line. And don't forget to leave the opening. And now I'm going to cut the corners a little bit here. Make sure that you don't cut the stitches, and this will help you have better corners and not bunching up fabric in between the corners. And as you can see, I left a big opening, and now for me to flip everything inside out, I'm even able to put my hand inside and work the corners better, like this. Now what I'm going to do is making sure that the blue is attached to my placemat. But before I do that, I'm going to close the opening right here by going around my placemat and stitching together everything. Trying to stay on a straight line. And as I get close to the corners, I slow down, lift up the footer, and turn around my placemat to continue all around. And now I'm going to attach the blue to the placemat, going around, making a straight line all around.
And I'm going to add the stars. I'm going to use my Cricut machine and the vinyl iron on, so be easier for me. If you don't have a Cricut machine and you cannot do the stars like that, you can always get stencils and paint them on the fabric. That's an idea.
I already pre-cut all my stars using my Cricut machine on vinyl. And now I'm just getting rid of the negative space to just leave all the stars that I'm going to be transferring to the fabric. Now I'm just going to place all my stars in the blue section of my placemat. And I'm going to be using my Cricut Easy Press to transfer the vinyl to the fabric. Like I mentioned before, if you don't have a Cricut machine or an Easy Press, you can always use a stencil and paint to create the stars on top of your placemat. And when it's cooled down to the touch, you can remove the plastic backing. Very careful to make sure that all the stars adhere to the fabric. And that's it. We're here at Pompano Beach, Florida, and we're celebrating the 4th of July. I created 4 placemats, but I'm just using 2 right now. What do you think? I think they came out so pretty. I love them.
I really hope I'm inspiring you to be creative and decorate for the 4th of July. Until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so next time I upload a new video, you will be notified. Bye-bye.